So when Elijah Muhammad began to speak, being a student of English, I kind of froze. I said, oh man, this man is not speaking well. And he looked up at me and he said, brother, I didn't get a chance to get that mighty fine education that you got. When I got there, the school door was closing. He said, but don't you pay no attention to how I'm saying it. You pay attention to what I'm saying. Then you take it and put it in that fine language that you know. Only try to understand what I'm saying. Little did I know that on that very day, he was giving me my future assignment. I joined the nation, I tried to join then, but they didn't answer my letter. So I went back to New York, and my wife and I attended Temple number 7, and I heard Malcolm X. I never heard a man preach like that in my life. And when they said God was a man, I said, well, maybe that's him, because this man. Malcolm was the first man in my life. And what a man. He disciplined me. He taught me. He was an example for me of what a man should be. I followed him like a child, I guess the chickadee that's looking for the mother to drop a worm, in the mouth. Malcolm was always teaching, and nobody could defeat brother in argument. I was with him at Harvard, and they brought the best out, and he wiped them out. I was with him at Yale. I was with him in many of these universities. So I am what I am because he is what he is. He was my teacher in the place of Elijah Muhammad. But unfortunately, when the split came, I could not follow the student. I followed the teacher. And even though bitterness and vitriol came among us, which led to Brother Malcolm's untimely death. Brother Malcolm is a legend. His work among our people laid the groundwork for many who are presently scholars to rise in scholarship because Malcolm inspired them. I got a letter one day from, the brother that wrote Roots, Alex Haley. He was a reporter for Reader's Digest at that time. And in his letter to me, he said, Brother Malcolm was right. Elijah Muhammad was right. Our early parents that came to this country were Muslims. And he had gone back to Gambia and found his roots, and his people were Muslims. Brother Akbar and I and several others, we traveled to the Gambia, and I saw a mosque, just dirt and stones, that Alex Haley had sent $5,000 to begin construction of a mosque in the Gambia. And somebody absconded with the money, and the mosque never got built. And when we saw that he wanted a mosque, I took money that you all give to me, and we built a mosque in the Gambia and named it after Alex Haley. Now, that's not what I came to say. But I am who I am because men like Brother Malcolm were like the student that gets you going toward mastery of your craft. And when Brother Malcolm was not there anymore, I became a direct student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I can say to you with truth that I have been influenced in my Islamic life, not only by Brother Malcolm, but by Imam W.D. Muhammad. It was Imam W.D. Muhammad that first taught me Salat. It was Imam W.D. Muhammad who would come to Boston. I was a young minister, and he would visit and share with me his understanding of verses of the Quran that really were somewhat different from what his father was teaching, but it was Quran. Now, as I'm getting older, I see the wisdom in all of these men that have touched my life. And I am grateful for their lives, because Brother Malcolm lived to 39. Martin King lived to 39. We buried Imam W.D. Muhammad last year. He and I are the same age. But I'm blessed to live, though I've been at death's door 3 times. Why am I alive? It is because I'm learning the lessons from those who taught me, and I'm standing on their shoulders to finish a job for black people, not only in America, but throughout the world. And because I have matured to the point where I see the value of all of us, and the value of all of our organizations, and the value of the church, the value of the mosque, the value of the synagogue, the value of the nationalists, the value of the atheists. All have a role to play in the rise of our people. All have a role to play. And it is this narrowness of mind and the myopic view that it's only how I see it and not how you see it. It's my religion and not yours. It's my philosophy and not yours. So we become enemies of each other and delay the rise of our people, because in leadership we are divided against each other due to envy and jealousy of what each person brings to the table. None of us can do this by ourselves, but it is going to take all of us pooling the resources and the life experiences that have made us who and what we are. If we don't come together now, we are sentencing our people to death. Now, what I came to say, I can say in 5 minutes. We, as a people, are in deep trouble.